everybody. It's Room Rumble time again, and we're back with another Room Rumble. I've been meaning to put this one out for a while. I have mentioned it, and I hope you like the new graphics. I'm upscaling or upgrading my studio to what I can do. So one of them does include sort of a bit of a upscaled background, maybe make it more interesting. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out together. So this Room Rumble was sort of one where I went into Gangster Ghost room, so another one from old Gangster Ghost, who's runs a room occasionally, and this was weird, and weird because it was a complete and utter meltdown by a person for no good reason that I could see. I had a few things thrown at me, some real accusations thrown at me, which I'm not too worried about. At the end of this, I sort of say I'm not too worried about it. A lot of the accusations, sort of that I don't answer questions, is sort of I don't know how you could possibly say that. Now, I'm not saying I would answer any question presented to me. I don't have knowledge of everything, but I do try to answer questions. And the accusation that I'm sort of working in bad faith, which is weird because I sort of, I'm not saying I'll get everything right, but at least if I'm wrong, I'm not purposely lying in order to make people feel bad. So it seems to be sort of a level of frustration at things that they perceive that I don't see and nobody else seems to see. So I'm not sure why it happened. So this is the third installment of Bustin, Dustin. No, I feel by now I should call it the Ballad of Dustin Buck at the moment, with this one being an absolute meltdown. I think sort of the idea that he had in his head was that I don't answer stuff, that I don't do this or that or the other. And nothing would convince him otherwise. Even the actual video footage that I provided of something that contradicts with what he thought. So he sort of said that I said these things that I didn't. He sort of said that I wouldn't explain to him why we use pig hearts instead of chimpanzee hearts. And I honestly gave the best answers that I knew. The abundance of pigs and the fact that we can't just use apes to genetically modify to use their hearts in surgery, because using pigs is a lot easier. But he doesn't seem to accept that answer. He seems to think there should be another answer. There should be something of, well, we don't use sort of ape hearts because I don't know. He wants there to be a different answer, and I don't think there is. I think it is just the practicality of it and sort of the closeness of our genetic our genes means that we don't want to use them for experimentation, but doesn't seem to accept that. It's quite weird as well. He sort of accused me of certain things, sort of, oh, you never answered this or you never answered that. So I usually don't edit the videos, but I think in this one I may go back and make an edit where he said, I never said that, and he quite clearly did say what I was accusing him of. I believe it was sort of, I had said the abundance of pigs was one of the reasons why we use them. And he said, no, you never said the abundance. And then he claimed he never accused me of not saying that. So very, very strange one. And I don't understand why the meltdown and why the breaking apart. I think perhaps it is cognitive dissonance. I think it is perhaps that he's been told that we don't have any answers for this. And so when we do provide answers, he has to keep the same idea that we don't provide answers for any of his questions. So it does seem to me, at least, to be more of a dissonance, a faith-based position that appears to be conflicting with what he's seeing in front of him. But I'm sure he has different views on that. And I want to show this mostly because it really does show what happens when you listen to someone like Kent Hovind. You'll probably notice, if you're familiar with Kent Hovind, the Alabama tax evading, wife abusing preacher that I've debated and a lot of people have debated. And people ask me, why do you even bother with him? And I think this illustrates really well why we do bother with him. It's because he sort of was saying, well, we're related to chimpanzees, so we should be able to do transplants. And I think that's directly a result of people like Kent Hovind conflating what related means. because he sort of says, well, you think you're related to this, or you think you're related to a pineco, you think you're related to a chimpanzee. And he conflates related as in my brother and I are related, or my cousin and I are related, with what we mean by related in genetics, which is we share a common ancestor, maybe millions of years ago. But he conflates those two. He sort of mixes up the meanings and say, oh, well, you think you're related to a chimpanzee, so why don't you go to the zoo and say hello to your, relations? But when we use related in genetics, we're not talking about how we use it like I'd be talking to someone and say, hey, I'm not related to Kent Hovind, right? He's not a relation of mine. That's how we use it colloquially to say, hey, they're not part of my family. But that's not what we mean when we're talking about genetics. So out comes Dustin Buck, who is sitting there going, well, if we're related to chimpanzees, why can't we use their hearts? And it's a problem, because that's not what we mean by related. We're different species. But you'll see all of that, and the insane meltdown that the guy has when he has to face that I actually answer questions, and maybe it's him not accepting the answers. If he can't understand what being of two different species is, I'm not sure what I can say. But hope you enjoy. It's a weird one, but it's what we're here for. Let's get ready to rumble.
Wow, there is so much drama on here. Like, the drama is just flowing. It's crazy. What are you guys doing over here? Seriously.
Mark Reid.
I mean, we were talking about the Bible earlier.
We're creating a car wreck, correct? So people, we're creating a slow motion car wreck. So people like we don't necessarily have to be popular to get a lot of eyes on us. We just have to make a spectacle, and people on the other side of the freeway will slow down and watch.
Rubberneck. Look, okay. Like, I do admit Aiden is verbose. I don't find him particularly, too verbose. I just think he's a verbose kind of guy. It doesn't worry me at all. Dan, though, I have noticed that he says a lot and says nothing at the same time.
Correct. Correct.
Oh, Mark Reid.
Yeah.
I talked to Stephen the other day about you challenged him to debate. He said that you could come on if you want the debate, but
you could go on his platform where he has total control over everything and can mute and kick anybody at any time.
Stephen in the past has said that he's completely biased and proud of that fact, so I wouldn't trust him to provide a neutral. How about I go on their channel if I can provide the neutral moderator?
Maybe.
Who is invested with the authority to mute people, who isn't just a figurehead like Dan.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I need to start a channel so that we can just settle our personal differences one-on-one.
I thought you already did.
Yeah. I thought you had
I think I could moderate.
Look around and find out.
I did, but it did. I put out. I kept asking people to come on, and it never happened. So yeah, they I think but the thing is that I needed you and
Achilles. That was originally going to be the debate platform. Achilles was going to debate on your platform.
I wanted you and Achilles. That you weren't going to debate. You were going to have a personal discussion and hash out your issues. Well,
in fairness,
it's not about facts and knowledge. It's about personal.
In fairness, Dustin, you were going to debate me, and you never showed up. You sent Mark Stoney, poor guy, to come and just listen to me do a presentation.
I didn't send anybody.
So he just did that all by. So you just stood me up, and he.
I didn't send anybody.
Oh, so you just dodged the entire debate and didn't replace. I thought.
Well, we never. You keep claiming that I dodged. I don't. I don't necessarily see you as a neutral combatant. And another thing is I don't believe you would debate me in good faith. I don't think you would answer any of my questions. I don't. I think you'll just dodge them hand wave them away, say it's not a problem for evolution,
Really?
do your usual shtick. I mean, you have a script yourself, Mark. Yeah, you do. You just claim that it's the mainstream because you can read a textbook from high school. I don't care. It's not impressive to me.
Well, it's not a script. I mean, I do answer differently depending on what I'm asked. It's not a script.
Okay.
You've never seen a dog come from a non-dog.
You haven't answered any of my questions to date. I haven't got a single actual answer out of you from any of my questions. Not one. You hand wave it away. You pretend like it's not an issue. You'll even make answers that your own co-host will argue with you about. That actually happened.
Oh, like what?
Mark tried telling me that the size of the heart would be an issue, and then the actual doctor on the panel said that that's not true. That was live. It's on your recording. Like you don't give me credit for any of the points that I make. So why debate you?
Well,
there's no good faith. You won't budge on any of your positions. There's no good faith.
Because you agreed to do it, and I prepared for it. And
I tried
time in to do it, and then I showed up.
Okay, well then you got me there, buddy. You got me there. I'm not a man of my word.
Okay.
Good. Congratulations. I bet you feel special. Okay. I don't care, dude. I don't care. It's not a point that matters to me.
Yeah. So
you can cry all you want. I don't care.
Oh, I'm not crying.
I don't think you would debate me. I don't think you would debate me in good faith. I don't. It's not an issue. Well, then quit bringing it up.
Yeah. So I don't have a problem answering.
You want to have a good faith conversation with me? We can do that.
So I don't have a problem answering your.
You haven't answered any of them.
Like, I have
not one.
All of your questions.
Not a single question you haven't answered.
Give them the space to actually talk.
No.
I've answered all of your questions. You've just not understood the answers.
I'll give them space.
You basically said, well, I don't like that answer. I can't give you answers that you're going to like because you've got this idea that any answer that comes through, you either agree with it or it's not true. And so, like, when I give you the answers, like you were talking about induction, and I was explaining to you how induction worked.
You're literally wait. No. I gotta stop you there. Are you literally making a claim about my state of mind right now? Is that what you're doing? Are you trying to say that you have a better understanding about my state of mind than I do?
No, I said that
you just said that I have this idea that if I don't agree with your answer, it's not right.
Yeah, that's what you seem to do, sure.
It's what it seems. Oh, okay. As long as it seems, and it's not just like some. See, you do this thing where you make a claim and then you act like it's reality. You don't have access to reality like you think you do, Mark. You don't. You're making claims about things with other people's work. You're doing it third hand. You're using work that was never yours in the first place.
Why are you shouting?
You're over here claiming, oh, I understand this because I align with the people that did the work.
Why are you shouting?
Because you won't let me speak. Because I'm not done speaking. Because I'm not done speaking. Because I still have a point to make.
I do think that there's a slight delay on Dustin's end.
Can you let me finish and then I'll let you talk?
I think there's a slight delay on Dustin's end as well, though. I do think that that's the case, so let's try to keep that in mind.
That's not going to cause Dustin to shout incoherently.
No, I agree.
You don't really answer the question, man. Look, pull up that video.
He's claiming that people are interrupting. Dustin's saying that people are interrupting him, and I think that interruption is being caused by a delay. I was actually saying that to clarify for you, Mark.
Oh, gotcha.
Pull up that video, Mark. The one where I was asking you the question about the monkey heart. Let's review that. You didn't really answer my question. I don't remember an answer ever. I remember you arguing with your co-host.
Yeah, so the answer was that the pig's hearts are genetically modified in order to get them not to be rejected. And I said that at the time. And that pigs are much more abundant than...
I don't remember you saying that. No, that's not what you said. You said that the heart size was wrong. You 100% said that the heart size was wrong. That the human body couldn't be supported by the chimpanzee heart or the monkey heart That's exactly what you said. And then the co-host argued with you on that point.
Well, and then I was wrong about something. I don't see a problem with that.
No, that's not what you said, Mark. There you go. You fucking weasel. You little weasel. That's not what you said. Pull up the video.
So I'm a weasel for admitting if I was wrong.
Yeah, I'm calling you a fucking weasel because you're lying. You're lying.
Dustin,
Okay.
this is Gigi's platform. We're not swearing on this platform, so let's try to keep the language to a minimum, okay?
I'm not gonna get personal. There's an echo coming through.
Yeah, everybody's all loud all of a sudden. Hold on. It might be me.
I'm not loud.
No. You're not yelling or anything. Your audio just sounds like boosted, is what I'm saying.
Which video was it in? Was it in the Evolution open room?
What?
You're echoing,
and it makes it hard to understand what you're saying.
I'm aware. I don't know why it's echoing.
It might be me. I'm gonna leave.
We could go
on your platform right now.
And rejoin on my PC. Sorry, guys. It might be me.
Okay. So, was it maybe the afterglow on Evolution? That could be it. It was on my channel, right? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, it was on your channel. I asked you a question. You ignored the question. You answered the question wrong. Your co-host argued with you.
Okay. It is... there.
Is this somebody else? That doesn't sound like Mark. Oh, there you are. Okay.
Present.
Nothing. Audio's playing weird. Audio's being weird.
Chrome tab. That one. Share. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. This is the one you're talking about?
I'm not deflecting from anything, Big Bad Mama.
Species transplantation. We look at a lot of different things.
Am I in there?
Yeah, bottom right, it says Dustin Buff.
Yep, that's me.
To use them. So I said, for instance, pigs are much closer to humans in terms of size and pumping blood around the body. Right, so a chimpanzee doesn't necessarily have the best heart, because if you think of the size of a chimpanzee, it's not anywhere like a human. But a pig can grow massive like a human can. They are much better fit for that.
It's been done with apes, though, too. It's been done with apes that are way bigger than humans.
I haven't finished, Dustin. If you could just hold until I'm finished.
Yeah,
the other reason I gave was because most apes are endangered. And we don't just kill them to take their organs for humans because they are endangered. It's a lot better to use something that's really not endangered, in this case, a domestic pig. Is that the abundance that I just mentioned, Dustin? Hello?
What does that got to do? What?
Well,
what do you bring? Let it play through.
I said it was...
Your co-host is about to disagree with you here.
Dustin, you said that I did not mention the abundance of pigs as being a factor in providing hearts for humans. Did I not just say in that?
That's not what I said.
That is 100% what you said. And that pigs are much more abundant. And
I don't remember you saying that. No, that's not what you said. You said that the heart size was wrong.
That is 100% what you said. I can't believe you'll just
I did not deny you.
Like, seriously.
I did not deny.
Oh my God.
No. You're asked the way you asked that question. No, you see, there you go. You're trying to phrase this, and then you're trying to dodge.
Let's go back on the video.
No, go forward. Let him argue with you. No, let him go. Play forward. Let him argue with you. To at least let my point play through.
Are you there, Mark?
Oh, I'm there. I'm just winding back this video so I can hear where I said I said the abundance, and Dustin said no, you didn't. I'm just going to find that where he claimed that, because you're still
dude, recorded. That's not. I didn't deny you. I didn't deny.
Well, you said you did.
Oh, dude, I didn't deny or confirm one way or the other. The issue. No, see, look, you're quit interrupting me, you asshole. Shut up. Let me speak. Let me speak. Shut up. Yeah, I know your argument. Okay, I don't need any more clarification. See, this right here is exactly the issue. You're trying to call me a liar. Go eat your own feces, dude. I don't even care. You won't let the point play through. You never answered the question. This is why I don't want to debate you. You're not good faith.
Okay. So apparently I never answered the question, but you just admitted that I said it was the abundance of pig hearts that's one of the reasons why we use them instead of chimpanzee hearts.
I didn't deny. I never denied whether you said that or not.
And that pigs are much more abundant than...
I don't remember you saying that. No, that's not what you said. You said that the heart size was wrong. I said the issue was the size of the heart.
You claimed,
right? Do you remember me saying that?
You claimed I never answered.
Whoa, you are such a liar. You are such a liar.
You claimed that I never answered your questions. That was your claim, was it not?
Sorry.
And you didn't. You didn't answer the question. You never answered the question. When did you answer this question? Play it. It's right here.
Of pig hearts, an answer to your question of why we use pig hearts instead of chimpanzee hearts.
No, that's not even.
Why is that not an answer?
That's not the heart of the question.
Why is that not?
That's not the answer, because the question wasn't about the abundance of anything. The question was due to relation. That's why it's not an answer, because I was asking you, if monkeys are so closely related, why aren't any of their body parts interchangeable?
They're endangered.
Yes. That was the issue.
That's an answer.
That's not the issue why they can't do it, though. And that's not an answer. That's your answer. That's the answer you will accept. I'm not asking about the abundance of anything. I'm asking about the relation. The question goes to the relation. If they're so closely related, why aren't any of their body parts interchangeable?
They are interchangeable.
That's the question. You're dodging. You're saying there's some arbitrary reason.
It's not arbitrary.
When is there
Somebody in the panel just said that they use like 8.
When has it ever been successful? When has there been a transplant?
Okay, do you?
Yeah, see, now you're reaching to other. You didn't answer the question. You never answered my question. That's my issue with you. I don't care if you like it or not.
Okay. Do you want to listen for a second?
This is the fact. And the fact is, you don't know. Wait. The fact is, you see how you're trying to interrupt me? Your sentence, I will not allow your sentence to start in the middle of mine. Let me finish. The point is, I asked a question, and it doesn't even matter if you knew the answer or not. I was trying to get at a specific point. I was trying to see if monkeys are so closely related, why aren't their body parts interchangeable? Okay, that was the question. You never answered that question.
Okay, so in 1964, James Hardy performed the first human to chimpanzee heart transplant, and the patient died within 2 hours. In 1966, Thomas Stasi performed the first chimpanzee to human liver transplant, but all attempts were fatal. In 1992, Stasi transplanted a baboon liver into a patient who survived for 70 days. Now, the reason why they're not surviving is because, as I said, the pigs are genetically modified, so they won't reject the organ. But we can transplant them, and they do work.
That's not the point. You see how you're dodging the question?
You asked for instances.
That's not the point, okay? What the question is relation.
You asked for instances of.
That's not what I asked you for. That's not what I asked you for. I asked you. That's not what I asked you for.
Somebody in the panel just said that they use like a.
When has it ever been successful? When has there been a transplant?
Well, this is what I mean. Every time.
That's not. I know my question.
Every time I answer the question and you don't like the answer, you just basically say I haven't answered it. I have answered it, all of it. It's just you won't accept the answer, and that's on you, man. That's got nothing to do with me.
No.
Can we keep the rest of this conversation to like a 90 decibel?
No. Okay. Fine then.
But like I've just shown that me not.
I mean, I can give it a shot.
Categorically and demonstrably.
You didn't show anything. You didn't show anything.
Those pigs are sort of.
You didn't show anything. You showed that you didn't answer the question.
The next part?
You believe whatever you want. You believe whatever you want. If they're not.
Do you want to hear the next part?
Are you
want to hear the next part, Dustin?
Go ahead, Mark.
Much better fit for that.
It's been done with apes, though, too. It's been done with apes that are way bigger than humans.
I haven't finished, Dustin. If you could just hold until I'm finished. The other reason I gave was because most apes are endangered, and we don't just kill them to take their organs for humans because they are endangered. It's a lot better to use something that's really not endangered, in this case, a domestic pig. And I believe those pigs are sort of bred and modified to be a good, suitable candidate for a human. But we can't just kill gorillas and take their hearts. Another reason maybe, and I'm a bit unsure about this, so I didn't mention in the debate, but another reason may be cross-infection, that chimpanzees and other apes carry various diseases that can really cause humans a lot of harm. Sorry, Doc, did you have something to add?
Yeah. So kind of to add.
Okay, so I went over how we can't just grab gorilla hearts and put them in humans. Apes are endangered. The pigs' hearts have been modified. I might have missed genetically. They have been genetically modified. That's what they do, so it won't be rejected. Because if we don't do that, the pig's heart will be rejected by the host. That's it. I answered it.
No, that's not the answer. It's not. I mean,
What's the answer?
You're answering a different question, right? I'm not asking why we use pig hearts instead of ape hearts or gorilla hearts. Mm-hmm. What I'm asking you is, if we're so closely related, why don't we have a better genetic match to chimpanzees, monkeys, or apes that would allow for a cross transplant the same way it would for a child that needs a kidney and goes to the uncle where there's very little, if any, genetic or medicine interference of any kind in order for the person to accept the said organ.
You do know that they have.
In my mind, right? If we can medically dictate that organs.
But you do know they have to be compatible, right? That not everybody is compatible with every other human for organ transplant.
Right?
Right.
Yeah, that is my question. Dustin.
But there's also complete strangers that can accept
Well, yeah, but they have to be compatible, like have identical blood matches and things like that. You don't like.
I understand
you do
that.
Know that humans.
I understand that.
Okay.
I understand that.
Well, it's because humans are much more related to other humans than we are to something that's not our species. I can't believe I'm ever explaining this.
Oh, Jesus. No, see, that's the thing. But you say that we're so closely related, we're practically the same species.
I never said that.
I can't believe you're actually having a hard time understanding the premise.
I never said
you don't have to. Evolution does.
I've never said that we are practically the same species. All I've said is that chimpanzees are the closest, and
we're what? We're offshoots.
Well, we have a common ancestor, but so does everything. Like, you misunderstand, Dustin.
Yeah, okay. So if we're related... No, I don't misunderstand. You're trying to make it sound like I misunderstand. If we're related, why aren't our parts interchangeable?
Because
like it would be if I was a complete stranger and your son had an issue and my heart was able to be accepted by him because I got into a car wreck, right? Like I don't understand.
Okay. Let me break it down another way.
Making a misconnection here. If we're so closely related,
let me break it down another way, right? So we're not the same species. So it's like asking, if we're so close, why can't a human mate with a chimpanzee and produce a hybrid? Right? It's not a sensible question.
That's not my question. We already know how that works.
It's the same type of thing, right? You're asking why the organs of a chimpanzee aren't compatible with a human when they're a different species.
We can accept pig hearts.
Yes,
and valves. And we can filter our urine through pig kidneys. We can filter our blood through pig kidneys. The liver. All these things are medical.
They're genetically modified so the human does not reject them. That's the key point.
Modified, yes. That's not the issue at hand. That's not the issue at hand. You can genetically modify a pig heart to be accepted, but you can't do it with a chimpanzee.
Yes, we could if we wanted to. Absolutely.
And there's not an issue there. You're not making the connection. See, this right here is exactly why I won't debate you. This is why I don't even want to talk to you, Mark. You're intellectually dishonest because I'm asking a legitimate question here about relation, right? And you keep Ponziing it off to availability, genetic modification. You hand wave the issue away. It's not a problem for evolution. There's nowhere to go from here then, man. There's no real conversation that I'm having with you. You're just telling me I'm wrong, right? And I'm not trying to tell you you're wrong. I'm trying to find... See how you're interrupting me?
Yeah, I'm not trying to trick you at all. I'm
Look,
just saying that you can't understand why we don't kill apes and experiment on them to try and genetically change them to accept organs, and we do to pigs. I can't help you.
Are you... I didn't say that we should start an industry based on pig or monkey fucking organs. I'm asking a question about relation. Yes, the premise is gruesome, but it's a sad fact of reality that we do transplants, and that some people can accept organs from complete strangers, even though they're not really related. But we can't do this with monkeys. That's the issue, right? Okay, if we're so closely related, then some parts should be interchangeable. We should have some kind of a medical relation to each other that can be beneficial to mutually, because there are certain things that humans can give to pigs, right? I mean, I'm willing to make a concession. Evolution can be a true theory as long as the scientists got it wrong and we're actually closely related to pigs.
But we're not.
Right? That's my concession I'm willing to make with you, Mark Reid. But the other end of the equation is you'll never do that because you have a textbook to stick to. And I'm okay with that. But stop trying to come at me like you have some magical formula that shows reality as it is, and that if I only just looked at it from your perspective, I would understand. I don't understand, and you're not answering the question. You're playing games, and you know it.
I did not come at you. In fact, what happened was you accused me of not answering questions, and that's why you organized a debate with me and then didn't show up for the debate, and that excused you from doing so.
Did you say that I ran from a debate from you? Sure. Did you say that I ran from a debate from you? You didn't come at me. You didn't say I ran. So you came at me, you asshole.
I didn't come at you. I just said.
Yeah, you did. You claimed that I ran from you. No, I didn't run from you. I didn't run from you. Yeah, you know what? I'm done.
Wow. He's really got to get... Oh, wow. I just,
Sorry.
the way it really started is that I said that he had organised the debate and then sent in Mark Stoney, actually. But apparently he didn't send in Mark Stoney. He didn't try to have somebody fill in for him, which is even worse, I guess. So, but, that's his choice. And I can say he ran from the debate. He organised it and didn't show up. And then says, well, it's because you're dishonest. Well, at least tell me that and don't, make me, do work and show up at a certain time, which was very early in the morning. You can at least be upfront and honest. I don't know.
Sorry about that, Mark. Mark Reid, I'm sorry about that. Are you there, Mark Reid?
No, it's not your fault. Yeah, it's not your fault, Logan. It's just, I mean, what am I supposed to do? He's like, you're dishonest. You don't give answers. I try my best. I don't have all the answers. I never claim to have all the answers. I just try my best. I mean, what can I say? It's just whatever I answer, he seems to get angry about. And it's like, well, what am I supposed to do about that? I give the answers the best I understand them. I'm not right about everything. I can be wrong. Absolutely.
Are you done with
but he gets angry about it. So angry about it. I don't understand.
Are you done showing the video? Or do you
yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah, my bad.
That's all right. I just asked.
But yeah, I wanted to show that I did actually provide answers as to why we use or why the whole idea that because the closest species to us are chimpanzees and bonobos, then we should be able to exchange organs with them willy-nilly. I don't know why that would be a thing. Like it's just, that's not how genetics work. It's so weird. I don't get it. I don't understand.
Pigs. I heard a lady had pig organs before. Like
yeah. But as I said, the pigs have been genetically modified to they reduce their immunosuppression system so they don't get rejected by the thing. They do some genetic modifications to the pigs so that their organs won't be rejected. It's cool, but nobody wants to do that on a chimpanzee.
Could they use a pig heart, transfer that to a human?
Sorry?
Use a human, a pig heart? Like,
could they use a pig heart? Sure.
For transition to human, I guess. Like they need a heart. Could they use a pig heart?
Well, they can't just use a normal pig heart. You can't just grab a pig and transplant to a human. That will be rejected almost certainly. They have to do something to stop the immune system from rejecting the organ. They have to.
Do they have to do that with any heart?
Well, any heart that's not human, yeah. And even human organs get rejected. People have sort of, their immune system rejects the organ. It happens.
What do you think, Mark?
What was Dustin's original question?
I have no idea.
It was basically, if humans and chimpanzees are so closely related, then why do we use pig organs instead of ape or monkey? I think he said monkey organs instead.
Oh, well, that's easy because pigs are close enough matched that they're suitable in some cases and they're widely available, whereas apes and chimpanzees or what have you are not.
An appeal to incredulity, right? That was his argument.
I'm not even sure. He just seemed angry and said that I didn't give an answer to his question, but I don't know what to say to the man. I don't think anything I said would have been accepted, so I'm not really worried about it.
I mean, why use something that's extremely rare when you can use something that's abundant that works just as good? Pigs are abundant.
I'm right on board. I'm right on, and we don't just sling pig organs into a human. It has to be genetically modified. Like we can't just do that.
Right, and those are very rare circumstances as well.
And for the great apes, there has been a discussion of giving them human rights, right? This is like coming up from time to time.
Yes.
Like bonobo, chimpanzee, orangutan, gorilla, like those four. And bonobo.
And and even human organs, we generally like give people immunosuppressants, right? We put organs in, but they
you have
still
to give them immunosuppressants. Anybody who receives a transplanted organ has to take immunosuppressants for the rest of their life. Otherwise, their body will attack that organelle as being a
and
foreign
reject
entity.
it.
Yes.
Yeah, and also, even if we give them immunosuppressants, some of them still get rejected.
Yeah, the human body is very good at detecting when things are not meant to be there, so to speak. Even if they are actually there for its survival, it doesn't know that. It's kind of like the eyes having a completely separate immune system. That's the reason why if people drink tainted alcohol, they go blind, and it doesn't affect their other immune system because the eyes have a completely separate immune system. So the human body is it's a strange thing, but it certainly does make sense in the context of those cells doing their job to try to prevent any kind of foreign entity from attacking it.
Well, and that most immune diseases, like immunodiseases, are the body attacking itself. Like it thinks that there's a foreign entity there, and it turns out, hey, that's your heart that it's attacking.
Yeah. The white blood cells and killer T cells are going after themselves, basically.
Yep. Great design.
Yeah, great design.